It's the October 21st meeting of the Charter Commission. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So tonight we'll have a very short agenda. We'd like to go over the minutes from October 7th, and we'd like to review our preliminary report and the filing of the draft charter with the Attorney General. We'll go over what Attorney Radigan has provided back to us on that, which unfortunately is not very much. We will reiterate, I guess, what our intent is with the public relations and discussion with the different groups. And we'll schedule our next meeting, and then we will adjourn unless there's anything else that anybody needs to. I will update you on my conversations with Adam Schroeder and other state reps about an amendment to RSA 52, and that will be it. Does anybody have anything else they would like to add to the agenda? Great. Kevin is excused, but he's here, so you're no longer excused. Does any
Can't say anything.
would you like to go over the October 7th minutes first, everyone?
I make a motion to accept the October 7th Charter Commission minutes as written.
Thanks.
Second that.
Great. Any discussion or changes? Give everybody a minute.
It said the last sentence, there'd be a questionnaire the commission sent to be distributed prior to this meeting. I didn't get it. Did anybody get it?
That's because I didn't send it.
Oh,
It's because I forgot.
It's all right. What,
I haven't gotten anything since, I sent one out a while ago, a long
the
time
one,
ago.
when you had only one response, then you're supposed to have 5 or 6 responses.
Yeah, yep.
I think that certainly won't change the impact of tonight if
Yeah,
we'll just do it before the next meeting, maybe?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. It's my
No,
fault.
Don't worry about it.
I'll make a note to do that.
We'll dock your pay.
Absolutely cut it in half.
All right. Anybody else have any changes to the minutes? All those in favor of adopting the minutes as they're drafted, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Okay, let's go. We had originally asked Attorney Radigan to come, and the intent of his presence was to discuss comments back from the Attorney General. But, Chris, you talked to Attorney Radigan today, right?
Yes, I spoke to him briefly just to see what, if anything, he had heard from the Attorney General's office, and he has heard nothing.
Is that good?
So it's unknown what that means, but his suggestion is that we simply make a motion to authorize him to send in the draft charter and preliminary report on a formal basis to trigger the 30-day clock for review.
Okay.
Then he'll go ahead and do that.
All right. Does anybody have any questions about that or concerns?
Is there a concern that we haven't heard back? I mean,
It's pure speculation, you know. They're very busy with other things. It could mean any number of things.
this is not number one on their
No,
priority list?
it should be, but it's not.
Yeah.
So,
But when we file, they must respond within 30 days.
If they
No.
don't respond, it's automatic approval.
they don't have to respond at all, but if they
Okay.
don't respond, it's automatically approved.
Okay,
Right.
great. Maybe we should go hog wild and propose some crazy stuff.
But
Then.
it doesn't just go to the,
I'm just saying,
it doesn't just go to the AG's office, it goes to the Secretary of State,
Oh.
you know.
they always have time. Okay. Would, if nobody has any questions, would somebody like to propose such a motion?
Yeah, I make a motion that we authorize the town's attorney to submit the draft charter and preliminary report to the Attorney General's office for formal review under the statute.
Second.
Mr. Zink seconded. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Just a question. Does
Sure.
it also have to go to the Secretary of State's office, or does the Attorney General's office do that?
Or wherever it goes.
to make all necessary filings.
I assume the Attorney General's office does it, but you just construe the motion as John Radigan will submit it wherever it needs to go.
Okay, that's fine.
Then we'll do it on that basis.
Good?
Good.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Any abstentions? None. Motion passes. I will tell you, I've had several emails with Adam Schroeder, and he and I are going to have a phone conversation. He's busy, as you can imagine, and we're all busy. He is going to, he is happy to hear our concerns about RSA 52, and I think that if it makes sense to him, he would be happy to propose an amendment. I want to work with him because he's from Newmarket and he understands the issues, and then reach out to the other representatives from our district as well. And I've invited him to come to the meetings. I think he has something else on Mondays, but he has stayed in touch with what we're doing by following the minutes on the webpage, and he supports us. I mean, he was very cooperative and positive. Does anybody have anything else that you want me to talk to Representative Schroeder about? Okay, I will update you at the next meeting then on our conversation about an amendment. Marketing and education, we've listed all the groups. We're kind of in a holding pattern until we hear back from the Attorney General and the Secretary of State. And we had talked about kind of the kickoff around January 8th being the first meeting that we go to, and then scheduling everything thereafter. I would propose that we meet monthly until then, just to stay in touch with each other, and so that when the blitz, so to speak, happens, we're all prepared to do that, and we have the talking points memo, and we're all conveying the same message to the groups that we talk to. But until then, I don't think we have a significant amount of work to do. Does anybody have any other opinion about that?
I think we should put the talking points memo together and the brief
Over the-
together over the next few months.
Okay,
I mean, to me, that seems to be a prudent way to spend our time.
I agree.
I think we probably ought to, if we do hear from the Attorney General,
Yeah.
you could call a meeting, whatever, if it seems like maybe they recommend major changes or something, we may want to
That,
meet sooner.
that's a very good point. So without a doubt, if I get something back from Attorney Radigan or the Secretary of State or the Attorney General's, I will reach out to the committee and try and schedule a meeting that first Monday following the time I get input.
And I think we had requested the Attorney Radigan group the warrant article
Right.
changes.
Correct.
And I think that's very important because I think that's an area where we can really give some, he may think certain things fall together, but I think that this group needs to look at how he's prioritized them in terms of our ability to market them.
I think that's a great point, and I think it also plays into how our talking points memo or our
Right.
draft, we should speak in a way that people will recognize and recollect what we've said when they're looking at the warrants. That's a good point.
I forgot DRA as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so maybe we should put on the next agenda drafting of the talking points memo. And I will ask Attorney Radigan to begin drafting the warrant, assuming that we're going to get a positive response from all the groups that are going to review it.
And I agree with Commissioner Zink, that that's really that's going to form the skeleton of the talking points memo and the brief and everything. Will come right out of the way it's grouped.
Okay. So, Tony?
One
I'm
of the
sorry.
things that I sort of picture when we talk about the talking points memo is like what the school board did last year. I don't remember what the town did, but what the school board did was, this is the warrant article. This is all the information around that supports why we chose to put this on the ballot. And I would think that's how we would, according to the groupings, that's sort of what we would do. That's how it plays out in my head. So just food for thought.
I think you're right. So, looking into November, let's talk about the first meeting. The November 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th.
11 a holiday?
Yeah, I think the 11th is a holiday.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Armistice Day.
Yeah, that, originally you were correct, sir.
For us older people.
I'm pretty sure we're not going to get anything by the 4th. Should we look at the 18th as the potential meeting?
We originally had one scheduled for the 25th. We had the 11th and the 25th, the 2nd and 4th.
The 25th will be the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Are we almost to the point in our society where we can wipe out the whole week before Thanksgiving instead of the Wednesday? Remember
think
how
we can
nobody does anything about
Wipe
that?
out basically all of November, mid-November to January 1st.
All right. I like where your head's at.
I was gonna say, because you're gonna wipe out a week before Christmas. and
That's
all that
true,
stuff,
that's
too.
true.
That's gone, and the week after.
So we're at the 18th or the 25th?
I might make a suggestion
25th
that,
close to
I don't think-
Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah,
When's
that's what we-
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think this work by Attorney Radigan is anything significant. What I would suggest is maybe we ask him by November 4th to get the groupings put together, sent out to us, so we can think about them and come in with conclusions,
Okay.
rather than just having them presented then. It doesn't seem to me it's going to be a huge amount of work on his part.
Me, the 18th seems like the cleanest day away from the
Yeah.
holidays.
All right, so maybe, how about, may I propose that we meet on the 18th, and I ask Attorney Radigan to try and hit us with the groupings by the 4th?
That'd be perfect.
Excellent. So
So the 11th is out of there.
the 11th is out, the 25th is out. And so we will have a meeting on the 18th, and I will send an email before I even close this computer to Attorney Radigan asking him to do the grouping. And then we can talk about the memo and the grouping on the 18th. And that will be our only agenda item, unless the Attorney General or the state, whoever responds back. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Great.
That sounds good, because if John gets the material up to the state tomorrow, then with any luck, we'll have input. Would have been elegant if he had done it last week, but what are you going to do? Then we could have had it by the 18th, but I'm going to guess that we're not going to get a lot of feedback, if any.
Yeah, I don't think we're proposing anything dramatic. I think the more important,
I've been wrong before.
that's true, and the more important information, I think, is the ancillary information that we've discovered, like this issue of the water and sewer district and being able to convey, you know, issues that we didn't take on as a commission, but we feel that are important policy concerns that the council should take a look at.
Are we to assume that I had the date in here for the 28th of October too, so that's,
Yes.
There was a hold.
We are not meeting next week. Everybody gets Monday off. To the extent that there's a baseball game, I suggest you watch it. I don't know what the schedule is. Yeah. I would not want to interfere with that.
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, could be Monday.
All right. Well, consistent with my intent, that is all I have. This could be a world record.
Could be the shortest meeting yet.
I know.
And the most efficient.
Did you say the most
Our hourly
deficient?
pay-
Efficient.
our hourly pay just went up.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chris.
Second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Good night, all.